Now we will jump into different topics and then we'll jump about discussing the pressure measurement strategies. Okay, so some concepts or topics: one, two, three, and four. The very first is mass density, is nothing but mass upon volume. Second is specific volume. Whenever the specific comes through any variable, it is volume per unit mass, which is simply a inverse of mass density also. Now we have specific density. Specific density. What is specific density? It is a density of substance given object by density of water at 4 degrees Celsius. And we have weight density. What is our weight density? Weight density is mass density times gravity, which is mg upon v. So these are the concept of basic concept. Now we will talk about pressure. So what is the pressure? Pressure is defined as the average force per unit area. Pressure is force per unit area. This is average force. If the force is non-uniform, suppose this is a plate, and the different non-uniform force is non-uniform weight is here. We if we calculate total force and if we calculate total area, then our pressure will be average pressure. Okay, and its unit is Newton per meter square, or simply pascals. Now we are talking about fluid, so we will talk about fluid pressure. Fluid pressure occurs due to the variation of hydrostatic condition. Uh, so, what is a hydrostatic condition? Hydrostatic condition is a condition of a fluid at rest, and fluid at rest has its weight, and the pressure due to this weight is known as hydrostatic pressure. Static pressure, and of course, this hydrostatic pressure varies with depth. And suppose there is a bucket where there is a fluid, we have to calculate total pressure on this bucket. Then we will consider pressure equals to total force upon normal force, uh, and total surface area. This is normal force. Also, we have a Pascal's law, which states that fluid has same magnitude in all direction. Same magnitude in all direction. Compressed fluid has same magnitude or all direction, which is what magnitude? Magnitude of pressure. The fluid pressure has same magnitude in all direction when it is compressed. Okay. In above example, we have the variation of pressure with respect to x, with respect to z, is minus rho z, whereas variation of pressure with respect to x or variation of pressure with respect to y is 0. We have to consider this variation of pressure with respect to z is minus rho z, whereas variation of x and y is 0. We will consider atmospheric pressures. So we have our absolute zero pressure or vacuum. Okay. We have our vacuum, and pressure above absolute zero is known as absolute pressure. This is P absolute, which is measured with respect to pressure in vacuum. But we have our atmospheric pressure, PATM. P absolute, PATM atmospheric pressure, which is 760 mm of Hg. Okay, this is 760 mm of Hg, and this is known as atmospheric pressure. And pressure measured with relative with respect to this atmospheric pressure, if it is higher than atmospheric pressure, this is known as gauge pressure. If it is lower than atmospheric pressure, measured relative to atmospheric pressure, this is known as vacuum pressure, or simply negative gauge pressure. Negative gauge pressure. So these are our kind of gauge pressure, vacuum pressure, negative gauge pressure, absolute pressure, atmospheric pressure, concept of pressure.